Alright, other video cut off for having some technical issues, but we're going through it. I finished off by saying how good Dawson's top three is. Now to the negatives. Dawson fell for the David Montgomery trap. David Montgomery is not a running back. I think running back one. I think Damian Williams is actually going to start for Chicago at some point. I mean, Hawkinson's good, but is he going to stay on the field? And then Brandon Cooks. This guy is going to play with Tyrod Taylor on the Houston Texans. I wouldn't be surprised if Brandon Cooks finishes out the season. So I had Dawson 3 based on the strength of his best players, and I also like the prospects he's got on the bench with Elijah Moore, future AB talent, and then Travis Etienne. I was a big Travis Etienne fan. Now number 2 is my rival, Dom. Now, I see that ESPN is ripping on Dom's team, but I'll tell you what. Every time I see a team with 2 running backs like Cook and Jones, Kamara and Jones, that kind of thing, one of them's going to get you 30 and win you the week every single week. 2 explosive guys. There's obviously concerns with Jones' workload, but the thing is, having Cook kind of alleviates those concerns because now you get the upside with Aaron Jones without much risk. In terms of wide receivers, Amari Cooper, Deontay Johnson, and Robbie Anderson, all those guys are very explosive players. Really what I see in a nutshell is what Dom had a couple years back with those 2 running backs and then receivers that don't look flashy on paper, but supplement and can just get it done and sometimes have big week. Amari Cooper's capable of being a top 3 wide receiver in the league if he stays healthy and Dak Prescott stays healthy. The one concern on Dom's team is Trotman. I've seen hype on this guy. He hasn't done anything in the NFL. He was a blocking tight end last year. I think that position needs to be addressed. And I like Hurts, but it's quite risky having Hurts as your only quarterback. You might have to be streaming quarterbacks here and there, which might get ugly. And last, but certainly not least, we'll go over my team. Now, I don't have to do an extended analysis on my team. Everyone knows why I'm number 1 after the draft. Everyone knows I have 0 weak spots in my starting lineup. If you can name one, come and tell me. Okay, you might say, ooh, Clyde and JK aren't that good, blah, 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 blah. And they're not RB1s. Well, guess what? They're going to get the job done. They're going to get me over 15 points a week. They're both playing on good offenses, have plenty of opportunities, are 2 young guns that aren't going to get hurt, that are durable, that are going to come in this season and play with the most confidence and the most swagger that they're ever going to play with. They're going to be out there, and they're going to know they're great, and they're going to do a great job. And then not to mention the best wide receiver trio that this league's ever seen. That's right, I said it. This is the best group of wide receivers I think the league's ever going to see. I have got Keenan Allen and DeAndre Hopkins are going to get me each 10 receptions every single game. Lock that in. That's 20 points in receptions only between the 2 of them. Not to mention Justin Jefferson, who is unguardable and is going to be probably a top 3 receiver. Cap that off with Logan Thomas, a very athletic tight end who's coming into his own. He's recently learned how to play the position. He was a quarterback not too long ago. And I have a potential the number 1 tight end on Zach Ertz on the bench. That's why I'm number 1, and that's why I'm going to win this league this year. Thank you for attending these videos, and I hope you take something valuable out of them.